Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't show up to reviews, but you should do the review for both. So you can watch it.
This is getting Kobayashi for white vibes. I think Kobayashi for white's not good, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. But I think you just go here. I kind of like black, but okay, this is fine. It's not bad. Probably here. This is Kobayashi opening patterns. So if you want to study that, I don't know what the AI thinks about Kobayashi. I haven't studied enough of the AI with some modern openings yet. Definitely, you want to go here. So the idea is you want to make a Shamari, right? You're like, I want to enclose this corner. However, black can make a 2 space right here. So if you go one more, it's a little bit more Aji, but now black doesn't get to enclose without touching. So this is the way to attack this stone while still getting the Shamari. Okay, always throw in once. 3 space, you always throw in once, and then you can do whatever. But you always throw in once to leave the Aji. The Aji is very, very important. The black Oza move right here. This shape, technically Oza move. When there's a stone on both sides, you're supposed to jump. But this is also a really big move, so maybe it's fine. Okay, we're building the top while reducing, so I want to see either build while reduce or just go do something about it. This is too far away. I think white's is bigger if we keep going like this. Okay, reasonable. Oh, that's a commitment. Okay, so now it's like all I have to do is destroy this area. So probably not here. Probably just like right here. Just go in. I could also invade. That'd be fun. Yeah, I think if you want to build, just build. But I think probably a more proper idea is to reduce while building. I think is the more proper idea. You gotta watch that Aji on the left. But this is, if you play this move, it's actually very exciting. Because you're kind of helping the left, kind of attacking the stone, kind of reducing, and kind of building. So you're using the Aji of this attack to try to defend yourself, but also build and reduce. So it's a lot of things all at once. If we're going to ignore, though, we could also consider a reduction. This reduction also expands while reducing. So the idea is like we want to reduce. We want to play reduction, but that reduction on the line of influence will also build our area. But this is very scary. This is probably slow. I feel like this is Gote. Like, if I ignore one more time, because black's already committed to ignoring this group, right? So if I ignore one more time, what would be the most annoying move? I don't know. Maybe just another move like this or like this. Just make it bigger, right? I honestly don't know. Maybe just a reduction. But what do you do here? Like this move? Like, how do you kill me? Because after a certain point, like my basics say you should defend your weak group so your opponent doesn't attack you in profit. However, if you can get 3 Tanukis for a group and that group still doesn't die, 3 Tanukis is very, very large. So when you play a kind of a passive attack like this, I kind of want to just ignore and say, all right, you're going to attack me again, and then ignore again. I don't know, just put something. And then say, okay, now you have to kill the entire left side. So it's a lot of pressure on you. Because living is easier than killing. So it's a lot of pressure. If you play like an attack and I ignore, and then you play a passive attack and I ignore again, you have to go for the kill. Like it's too many points otherwise. And that's really, really hard. So you have to make sure that your attacks are super sentai. So maybe something like that. Otherwise, just go deal with it. Like you can play detachment, you can play reduction, you could go in. Something that works with your Romeo and his, and then maybe attack this when you can get a stronger attack off. This is going for the kill before he's, or Vita point before he's surrounded. That usually is wrong. Like, what do you do? Yeah, I don't think you can do anything. If I just connect you, I don't think you have anything. Because you can't surround me now. And even if you take the eye somehow with something, now what? Right? So it's actually, I think, losing points for you. Yeah, that's, I think, the vital point. Table shape. Reasonable, but try to expand eye space first. This should be your first consideration. So let's see if this works. There should be nothing wrong with expanding eye space. And so expanding eye space should be more valuable. And then if white does something like this, you just connect. So yeah, expand eye space before Vita point. This is more along the lines of what I wanted to see. However, this is a nice move. Got to check the cutting point, and I think this cut is good for black. So cutting points in the middle game. Most undervalued skill in single digit Q level. Reasonable. I don't like you're making black stronger and then invading. It's scary, but possible. Jump. Okay. So we have to attack from this side. The reason is, when you think about this, the way you think about it is white is weak, but technically you're also weak. And what is that technicality? The technicality is that technically A does not have a base, and it has been pincered by B. So I think black is clearly stronger in this fight. However, it doesn't necessarily mean we can't die or we can't get attacked, right? So the way we want to handle this is we want to play super aggressive defense. So we want to help A by putting a lot of pressure on B. So this one kind of does that. Like, you're helping A get to the third line, so it gets some eye space, and you're preventing the white stone from connecting. So when you run away, you kind of want to do the same thing. You want to like get stronger and blah blah blah, while also surrounding. But as soon as you go for like the other side, which if you're gonna go for eye space because you already kind of have them surrounded, not really, but kind of. What happens when they start running in the way that attacks you? So in other words, they use your Aji to survive. That's what you don't want to happen. That's the best way to play defense, is to defend yourself through your opponent's weaknesses. It's the best defense that you can really do. So that's the one you want to prevent. Like, if that's their best plan, you want to take their best plan away from them. So that's scary. So this one is, I think, too simple. Yeah, the peep and then surround. Probably just here. There's still a lot of cutting points though, so it's still like a lot of Aji for black that white can use, but this is, I think, the better idea compared to the game. This is a lot of cutting points. So if I just peep and then walk out, you're in trouble. There's no more attack on me. It's now an attack on you. Okay, so similar idea. I think you can attack the whole thing though, but it's okay. It's same idea. Same idea. This is why black's getting in trouble. Honestly, you don't even have to cut right here. You can push and cut right here. Black is probably in a game-losing position. That's simply because of not understanding that when your opponent invades, sometimes that also makes you weak. I mean, that's what makes a good invasion point, right? If you can find an invasion point that also unsettles something, it gives you future Aji to try to use to survive. Now imagine, let's compare it to here. Well, now both sides have a base. This isn't going to attack anything. So this is going to have a lot more difficulty surviving than this one. So if you can understand that A gets some Aji when you lose your base, all you have to do is attack from the A stone. And that becomes a lot stronger of an attack. But as soon as you neglect it, like this one, this is two moves that are not connected to the two stones. As soon as you neglect it, now you're gonna give your opponent a chance to live by going through you, and that's really dangerous. And that's how your attacks can backfire. Yeah. So this one I think is not as good as this one. But yeah, so you have the right idea. I think you could just do slightly better. This is overplay. Yeah, just squeeze it. Just squeeze it. If you don't notice this and this move, if you don't notice that combination, try more squeeze go problems. Anything to do with
Okay.
liberties, like capture races, squeeze, double hanes, dumpling Tasujis, any sort of like a lot of Tasujis that have to do with liberties. And they come up with these sort of squeeze tactics.
Okay.
Careful. Just yeah, be careful. Yeah, that's annoying. I wanted that cut. Kill it from this side. Kill it from the weak side. This side's connected and strong. Kill it from the weak side. Yeah, there you go. This is super slow. Yeah, never respond to that. I like how you're just like, I'm just gonna win, but I think you're not that far ahead. So probably you still need to like surround the area and block with something. You need to block Black's reduction and like try to get Black to invade and attack. Let me double check though. So when you go right here, yeah, it says you're up by 16 and this is -5. So yeah, okay. So why the AI actually likes these moves right here.
Okay.
Similar idea though, or this, whatever this does. Yeah, because AI is cool. But yeah, this kind of idea is kind of like, oh, I'm like 30 points ahead. I'm just gonna win, but you're only like 10 to 15 points ahead. So technically, I think you're wrong. Yeah, there is some Aji here. I didn't think this worked though. I don't know. AI can read better than me. Yeah, reductions definitely good. Be careful, be wary of the large Knight's move. I think it's fine because you have this stone and a net, but just be cautious of cuttable shapes. Just be cautious. There, I don't know. I might probe here. I might be like, hey, do you want to? Would you like to give me the corner? I mean, just in case, you know, because I don't think you're ever gonna get it up there anyway. I don't know. What would I do? What would I do? I'd be considering crap like this. I feel like I'm gonna lose if I don't. But yeah, just reduction's the right idea. Reduction's definitely the right idea. Ooh, cool cut. I like that. Does that work though? Wait, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I don't like it so much anymore. If there's a net, then just that doesn't work. This is reading on both players then. So what? Both black and white missed the net. So more go problems for both sides. I didn't misread anything, right? I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the net. That's a big problem. I like this idea. You're not afraid to push them in. Yeah, I like that idea. But is your left side okay? Here, 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 here. I think you're wrong. I think the honey works. Yeah, it looks like more go problems for both. Specifically liberty problems. So you have to go like right here. And then win the race. That's dangerous though. Ooh. That's scary. You have also have this. Scary. I think you should be okay, but I don't know. You're the one who chose it. Technically, I think just not seeing the net is the bigger problem. Like you're going for this like big capture race, and then yeah, you missed a way to die. Both of you guys missed the way to kill here too. What really scares me is like when both players miss it, I'm worried that I'm misreading something because I'm worried that like you guys saw something that I didn't. But I think this works. I don't see anything wrong with this. So yeah, I think both players maybe need more go problems. This
That's
is too
for sure.
simple. This is too simple. I don't know. You got to start attaching and poking and peeping and because just straight up, just take the tiger's mouth. Just take the tiger's mouth and what do you do? This is like that game of how to kill a group in the center. You just take, you peep 1-point jumps, you take tiger's mouths, and you take the pinocchis, right? Those are the eye shapes. So when you're trying to take the shape point of something that's completely surrounded in the center, it's those are the shape points. Tiger's mouth, peeps, peep the 1-point jump, and pinocchi. Just anything that makes a pinocchi, take it away.
Okay.
But as the only danger for this is if it activates cutting points. That's the only question. So if you're worried about this one, then just go play this one. And now you're fine. Now there's no cutting points, right? So that's all you have to do is you have to be cautious about it. So you do have to be careful, but these are the 2 points that you would look at. These two, and you just watch the cutting points. And if that, but what you don't want to do is force your opponent to make an eye. That's usually how they live. No, you have to take the eye. Oh, this is getting really close to life. This is getting really close to life. Atari, Panuki, like that's getting really close to the edge and into a second eye. It's too dangerous. Too dangerous. Just take the eye, and then this also makes it almost a false eye. So yeah, just I think understanding that. Oh, I'm out of time. Sorry.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Okay, so yeah, hopefully you guys found that helpful, and I will pass it over to Dwyron.